Semantic Search in FileMaker Pro. Let's look at an extremely good use case for it, and then take a look at how easy it is to implement that. So I am Matt Navarre with Navarre Training. Let's dive in. This is a sample database with 1,000 names in it. And let's do just a basic lexical search first, going into find mode and typing in a name. When I type the name and run search, I get the records that exactly match that search. If I do the same thing again, but I type the name incorrectly, I add an E, I get nothing. This is something I don't like, your users don't like. You expect to find something, but you don't. Enter semantic find. Up here, we have a global field, and this will trigger a script that uses the new semantic feature. So if I type in Roderick here with the misspelling, I get the names that I want, plus I get some other names that are kind of close. So this is sorted in order based on how good the match is to your prompt. Okay, let's try some other examples. What if I misspell the name even worse? Without the K, I still get the names. And if I spell it even worse, I still get the names. So what's interesting here is I put in Rudrick with a K at the end with no C, and it actually finds this other record here and puts it on top because it's a slightly closer match than the other Roderick records. Okay, pretty cool. And also really flexible. I can also do like something like that, and it gives me the name with the starts of the first and last names. Okay, let's try the next set of exercises here. Let's just try a regular lexical search for me, Matthew Navarre. I get no records, and that's because I have my name spelled differently in the database. If I search for Matt Navarre, I'll get the one record found. Let's try these same searches but with semantic find. I'll go into semantic, search for Matt Navarre, and I get my name, but I get some other very interesting results, not all of them in English. What if I type my name with some other misspellings? A common one that I get is this one. So usually without the extra E there, just Matt Navarro. And this gives me the names that match. Okay, how about if I type my name in a different language? So I'm going to switch to the Greek keyboard and type my name in Greek. So I still get the matches, but this actually shows my name in Greek, Mattheos Navarre, and then other languages, but it also shows my name in English. By the way, this is my name in Ukrainian, and I don't know Arabic, but I may have put that in as well. Okay, what if I try the version of my name in English, but I spell it the way that it would be spelled in Greek? So Mattheos is how my name would be pronounced. And this will find it actually in Greek because that's the Greek spelling, which I think is pretty cool. Now, it didn't find my last name here because these other ones look like they're a little bit closer, because this is really quite a different spelling for how my name would be. Let's try some other examples. So first of all, note that this is not just a search field. This is a prompt. And so you can give it much more than a regular search field. For example, I'm going to put An in Vietnamese. And I'll get names in a different character set that match, and also with misspellings. So I spelled it incorrectly and got the right result. Very, very powerful. Let's try another name. I get the same thing here with the PH versus F for the spelling of that name. Okay, powerful, fun. How do you do this, Matt? Okay, let's take a look. You're not going to believe me, but this is exactly 3 lines of code, this whole entire thing. Let's take a look. If we go into the script, the first line of code is configure AI account. So what this does is it sends the account name, the model provider, OpenAI in this case. There's also Cohere and custom servers. and then what my API key is. And so here I've got what that would look like. I'm reading the API data from a global field and just reading the JSON from it. So there's other ways to do this, but this is the way I like. And once this is initiated, configured, then this will work everywhere in your database, and you never will have to send the API for further semantic requests. Okay, then let's take a look at embed. So this is a required step, and what this does is creates a container field that has embedded data for the name that you're trying to search against. So again, this sends the account name, it sends the model, and so you can use different models, and then it overwrites the data in the container field. So what's this look like? Here's the names embed table. So this is the embed file, which is 12K on disk. This takes up some space. And this is stored for every single one of the records. So this took a minute or so to create for these 1,000 records. Okay, the last script is semantic search, one line of code. I have this other one that goes to the first record. And this one does the perform semantic find feature, very similar to the regular old perform find, except it uses the new features, which is our AI. So query by natural language or by vector data. Look for other videos by me on that topic. It sends the account name. It sends the semantic model. And then for the prompt, this is the global field that I type data into. And it searches against all records, and it shows me a certain number of records results, so I can easily do that. That's it. That one line of code gets run when we go to this script and we see that it does an on-object save. It runs that semantic search. I hope you found this useful. I was really surprised how much power you can get in so little code.